This video is brought to you by The Vampire Goes to the Dentist, available on iTunes, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Smashwords. Physical copies available on Amazon and at Read Our Toys in Eugene, Oregon. Or not Homecoming, Far From Home.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I'm stupid. Full disclosure, I've already seen it. Took my son, my wife, and my mom to see it earlier this week. So no spoilers right now because I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, because I have not seen it. I am.
But I will say this: it's definitely worth seeing a second time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going to see it again.
Nice.
So
Can't wait. I'm very excited.
Not without flaws, but
Is anything?
I enjoyed it.
Maybe
Absolutely no. That's why I don't even pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes anymore. I mean, if you've seen the movies that they have, the critics have at 100%, still to this day, Paddington Bear 2 has 100%. 100%.
They must have paid off some
In
people.
my mind, nothing ever is 100%. To this day, there is not a 10 out of
Definitely
10
not
movie.
Paddington Bear 2.
And then good movies, like really good movies, have really bad scores on there. And I think a lot of it has to do with, the genre of the movies. Like you get these critics who really enjoy like superhero movies going and seeing like, John Wick or something, and them not liking it because it's not a superhero movie, or you got these critics that really enjoy like romantic comedy. Hey guys, so looks like we lost some video.
Yeah, we had to delete it. I just wouldn't stop farting. I stunk out the car. We had to evacuate. It was bad.
But we did just get out of the Spider-Man
Woohoo!
Homecoming. Or, damn it, not Homecoming. Far From Home. I will eventually get the name of the movie correct one of these days.
Hey, nobody knows that you messed up the first time.
Well,
they do know, I guess. But
there was like 2 minutes in the movie or the video that
right.
It
probably caught that.
That you wasn't farting through.
That's probably
So,
all it caught. Man. So we're going to have spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home in this video. So if you haven't seen it yet, pause this video, run down to your local theater, see it, run back home, unpause it, and then finish it.
Or just finish it, after you see, like right after you see the movie. Right after the last end credit scene, just watch the rest of the video.
Because there's two of them.
Yes, there's a mid and an end, the very, very end. And yeah, definitely spoilers from now on.
Yes. That was cool to see J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
The original.
So now this means what? Does it mean that there's actual multiverse? Because here's the same person playing the same person, just basically a different iteration of the same person. Because now he's like a video blogger versus a newspaper guy. Because it was dailybugle.net.
Well, they originally had planned that Into the Spider-Verse movie,
Right.
to have a
Live action.
a scene where it showed this Peter Parker.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, like Toby. Who the hell is Toby?
This is the other guy. That's the guy who does the dances down the street.
That's the 40-year-old, 16-year-old.
That shoots the hot goo out from inside his body right at your face.
He loves shooting that hot goo everywhere.
It's so sticky.
That was hilarious. The Peter Tingle and
The
I'm
Peter
sticky.
Tingle. Yeah.
I can help. I'm spiky.
The spider was it, or the monkey man,
Night
monkey.
Night monkey.
And then he's like, well, he's probably
Night monkey!
He's probably a spider monkey.
Help! Night monkey. She's like, seriously? Night monkey?
Oh man.
Night monkey, help!
Great performances from everybody.
Oh yes, God yes.
Great special effects.
Jake Gyllenhaal, perfect.
Yes, this is your best performance since Brokeback Mountain.
I don't know. I still haven't seen that movie.
Neither have I. I just know he was in it.
Oh man, that was funny.
And
I did have my issues with it though.
Nick Fury was in it quite a bit, but oh man. So he's what, on vacation in outer space?
No, so it's not vacation. He is starting SWORD. You remember
The
SWORD?
Space Avengers.
Yeah, basically. So on Earth we have SHIELD. In space we have SWORD. So that's what
Okay.
really, really exciting.
I wonder if they're gonna bring Nova.
And
Is
they've
Nova
got-
one of them?
And they've got all the good scrolls, there at the base and everything. And then, obviously throughout the entire movie, I don't know if you caught it, but Maria Hill kept calling him Nick, but nobody calls him Nick.
Yeah,
They always call him Fury.
I didn't even catch that. No.
And then,
But something felt wrong about
in-
their characters.
Well, that's why. Because it wasn't their
Because
characters.
the way they were interacting with each other and stuff like.
Yeah, and then when Spider-Man says, "You're from you're Earth or whatever, or you're not from Earth," and he said, Nick Fury says, "He's from Earth, just not your Earth."
Right.
Why wouldn't he say not our Earth? You know what I'm saying?
Oh
That
yeah, I
doesn't-
didn't even catch that either.
That didn't make any damn
You know, them
sense to
scrolls
me.
would probably have it all up on me, man. I'd be like,
Man, you would be.
yeah, I'd definitely be one of the people they'd
How
have
do you know I'm not a scroll?
I don't. but but you have a Flarkin at home. so-
Scroll morphing technology
Right.
that I'm probably not going to put in here because
We have a Flarkin at home,
takes too
so
long.
that's
I
probably.
have two Flarkins at home.
See, so that's probably why.
Well, technically, if you count my son, because he likes to pretend that he's a cat, so I have
Oh, there you go,
3 Flarkins at home.
man.
But there you go, fucking tentacles.
Tentacles. Always with the tentacles.
I hate it.
Bet you-
Tentacles suck.
Bet you that new Jay and Silent Bob movie ain't gonna have no tentacles.
I hope no. I hope not. I really, really hope not. That just, to me, if you have tentacles, that just knocks an entire star off your rating for me. You're just automatically just down one whole star.
Right.
If it's tentacles or cloud villains.
Well, there was some cloud villains in this one.
Well, yeah, that kind of made sense though, because I mean, it was like a storm,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But there was no tentacles. And one of my favorite villains has tentacles. That's what sucks about Doc Ock.
Oh, there you go.
You know, but movies have ruined tentacles because they have them everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
TV shows, movies.
It's not even scary anymore. It's just kind of boring and
It's
gross.
like, I get it. You don't like them. Like, you're scared of them or whatever. I'm
Right.
not. They're boring. Stop putting them in movies. But, so my personal, I really love the effects that they did, like with his illusions and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I like the twist. I like pretty much everything. The only thing that I was really disappointed in is I was really hoping that it was going to be like the real elementals, like Molten Man, Sandman, Hydro Man,
Right.
and all those, and they were working with Quentin Beck. That's what I was hoping.
But wasn't
So
it like that in the comics too? Well, didn't he create the elementals with special effects and destroy them with special effects?
he created bad guys, not necessarily elementals. The elementals, from what I remember, were real characters.
Okay.
And then you had your Hydro Man, your Sandman, your Molten Man, and so they pretty much took 3 stories and put them together and made the ones that we have now in the movie. Because you have your elementals, which are the water, fire, earth, and wind.
Right.
And then you have your Hydro Man, who is a completely different person. Because they give a shout
How
out
did
to
they
the
do
original.
the water? I mean, what did they outfit the drones with water cannons?
Well, it was an illusion.
Yeah, until it hit Peter, and Peter was completely soaked from head to toe.
Yeah, but again, I don't know. It was they had fire, like flamethrowers.
I watch
So-
Cinema Sins too much.
Yeah, they have flamethrowers, so why wouldn't they have like a hydro thrower?
I suppose, yeah. They had those sonic
or
cannons
a
for the
water
wind.
hose, Yeah.
One.
Anyway, I don't really like getting caught up on the tiny details like that. Because if you
I'm not
if
caught
you,
up in it.
If you start digging too much, then you'll dig a hole, and you can't jump out of it. But in the comics, like I said, they took 3 different stories. So they took Mysterio's backstory,
Right.
where he was a Hollywood
The Hollywood special effects
guy, and they kind of did the story backwards here because I believe at first Mysterio was like making Spider-Man the bad guy. Like he had, like he dressed as Spider-Man and he was robbing banks and stuff, and then he stopped Spider-Man, this illusion of Spider-Man or whatever,
Right.
and made people hate Spider-Man, which is what happened at the end of this movie. So it's backwards that way. And then they took the elementals and then the actual like Sandman, Hydro Man, Molten Man, and all that, and combined them with the elementals. And they had like a little Easter egg where Flash comes out and says that this is how the water monster came to be. That's the actual Hydro Man from the comics.
Okay.
How he became Hydro Man.
What did they call it again? The blap?
The blip.
The blip.
Yeah.
That would suck, Just be like playing in the yard with your kids. Blip. Now somebody else owns your house. Your kid's 5 years older.
Your wife pretends she blipped and cheats on you.
Right.
That poor guy, man. I feel so bad for him. This is the second movie.
There's, a lot of that happened to a lot of people, right? Their spouses moved on.
Well, it's like they thought of everything, Well, he didn't blip. That's the funny thing.
Who?
He did the teacher didn't blip.
Oh yeah.
He said his wife pretended to blip.
Yeah.
They held a funeral and all this stuff for her, but she really ran off with some guy or whatever.
That's fucking hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Oh man. And
So-
the whole relationship thing with
Ned.
that was just great. I think Ned might be my favorite parts of those movies, actually.
He's definitely great. He really is. Great comedy relief.
Oh yeah. We had to move on, Yeah.
Yeah, this was the best 1 week relationship in Sometimes you have to grow up and be a man.
What did they do at the hotel?
You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Those teachers didn't look like they were on top of shit, so. Of course, there's not much you can do when monsters attack you everywhere you go, but.
Well, yeah, when you have the look of those guys.
Right?
I mean, the first movie, they almost died in an elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a winged creature chasing them down.
Right.
And in this one, you had the elements chasing you down.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's probably my biggest little gripe about it, and it was just because it wasn't up to my expectation. I was really wanting it to be the actual creatures,
Mm-hmm.
And then they were working with Quentin to pull off this illusion.
Right. Well, I think none of it was a coincidence. Fury had set that up.
No, yeah, he set up everything, like as far as them going on,
Which is kind of messed up, But of course, don't expect a Skrull to care.
Well, these are good Skrulls, though.
There's no such thing as a good Skrull.
There's such things as good ones and bad ones. Definitely.
There's only one good Skrull, and that's the prince who runs away.
Okay, except my traction was off.
But he's like, oh, watch out.
What is that?
Coke.
Should we pull over?
I can jump out. All right.
I don't know. I mean, I see free Coke. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh man, I could be just like Robert Downey Jr.
That was mean. You better apologize.
I'm sorry.
I am in no way affiliated with that joke.
Hey, how about
At all.
1990s Robert Downey Jr.?
No, that's still fucked up, man. Come on. This is like ridiculous, dude. He became Iron Man.
About a fat good he did as Iron Man. I mean, look, where is he at now?
I mean,
Can you snap him back?
he's apparently crawling out of his grave with a spider in his skull.
Coming up.
But
Oh, dude, yeah, that was Marvel Zombies, dude. That was a nod to Marvel Zombies. I was like, yeah, that's awesome.
yep.
For anybody who doesn't know, Marvel had a comic book run where a zombie virus takes over the entire Marvel universe. Peter Parker gets it and eats his Aunt May. But that's part of that's part of the zombies story.
Hey, there's a zombie wall right there.
There we go.
It's not gonna stop.
Oh, I
me.
have a zombie apocalypse plan. You must always have a zombie apocalypse plan.
I do. I got my get out bag right in the back here. Shit, you think I'm joking? I'm not. It has a hammock. It has knives. It has can openers. It has flashlights. It has all kinds of shit in there.
Well, I live right across the street from
Super glue?
a guarded trailer place where they sell the motorhomes.
Yeah.
So, and there's a big fence around it, and lots of places to live. You can guard it pretty easy, and you can park some of those things on the fence to make sure they don't push it down. And
I live next to a fire department pretty much, and then where they store all the fire trucks, like when they're not using them, or when they're working on them and stuff. And it's all fenced in, so I'm just going over there and I'm gonna, hook them up to a fire hose and
there you go.
just blow the zombies all to hell with water.
Man, Zidana did a good job. Zidania, how do you?
I have no idea.
Zidania.
Zidania.
Zidania,
Zedalia.
something like that.
Zedalia, I don't know.
She only has
But she
one
did a
name, and it's
fantastic
hard to pronounce.
Yeah, it's not Madonna, for God's sakes. I mean, you never hear anybody trying to like mispronounce Madonna. Madania,
Right? Modena.
Madunia. But no, yeah, she was great. Everybody did a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely.
The new guy that grew up and he was in their same class. What's his? I don't remember what his name was. But
Flash.
No, not Flash. The other guy.
Oh, the one
was
that was
trying to get after MJ. I think he's going to be negative, man, possibly.
Ooh. Okay.
Because that's just what it looks like they're setting up to me, because of how he's like suspicious of Peter and how he wants MJ, and you know, Spider-Man is about the teen love thing, you know, at least up until, you know, certain
The
points.
thing is that he looks more like Flash Thompson than the guy they hired to play Flash Thompson.
Yeah.
And he didn't get snapped away, so he's 5 years older, which makes me wonder why he's still in high school. But
Who?
Flash,
He did get blipped.
he didn't get blipped, right?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
That's
I
where
thought he didn't.
MJ said, "Excuse me, ma'am, he was blipped, so he's not actually 21."
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. My bad.
So it was pretty much like all of them, except for that one dude.
Right. That was funny when they all come back during the basketball game. The guy gets hit in the head with the basketball. That was hilarious.
It was hilarious. But yeah, I think it was overall a great movie. I give it like an 8 out of 10.
Well, let's see. Here's a out of 10. Special effects were top notch. The performances were top notch. The storyline was top notch.
Oh man, that thing where like his suit started to blur out on his hand, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like,
Did you notice that when he's going through the suit configurations in there, that the one from the video game was in there?
yeah, there was a lot of like Easter eggs in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'll give it a 9.
Right on.
I'll give it a solid 9. And there was just a couple of little details that kept it from getting a 10. You know, and
No movie is perfect, so that's why I would never give it a 10. You know, just automatically no movie is perfect.
so there are no 10s ever.
Absolutely no 10s.
No, not Forrest Gump,
Nope.
not Back to the Future,
Nope.
not
Great movies.
Avatar,
Definitely not. I mean,
not the
it wasn't.
Green Lantern.
What is that? What?
It's Ryan Reynolds' old movie.
I don't remember that one.
Back when he first started being a superhero.
Green Lantern? No.
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing that.
Yeah. There was one in the Justice League movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wanted to forget that movie.
Yep.
But
I'm certain that Ryan Reynolds does.
he uses it for a lot of jokes, so I don't know. I think though this was probably the best that could have been done as far as a follow-up movie to Endgame.
Right. Well, and
Or Infinity War Part 2, because that's what I like calling it.
you know, Spider-Man, they finally are nailing the character after years and years and years of them missing the mark on the character. They're finally nailing it right.
Yeah. The only bad part is like the original origin story was used by the terrible Spider-Man 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where he fought Bonesaw and
Right.
the wrestling and all that.
Yeah.
I wish they hadn't used that, and I wish Marvel would have used it.
Well,
when
at
they
the
were
same
doing
time, I'm kind of over origin stories at this
No, I'm
point.
saying like I just wish they wouldn't have used it, and maybe Marvel could have done it right.
Right.
You know, because instead Marvel had to change their their origin story up and just not even giving a real origin, you know, which
Right.
is fine.
No Uncle Ben.
I'm just sad that they had to do 2 origin stories and miss out on Marvel telling a great origin story.
However, had Marvel done the origin story, it might have reduced the quality of the current character we have now. Just because they're kind of trying to avoid that. They're mostly assuming that people know what characters are nowadays unless it's obscure.
Well, we know Uncle Ben's just not there and he died.
Yeah.
and everything, so I don't think it would have.
And Aunt May's trying to date Happy, which is Uncle Ben would be rolling over in his grave.
Happy's a good man,
Happy was a douche through most of the movies.
but Happy's a good man. He's He's head of security. He's got to be a douche sometimes, dude.
Remember when Peter tried to call him and say, "Hey, the world ending, or the guy's trying to try to steal your stuff," and all that.
And the first one, he wasn't too nice to Peter, but now he wants to bone Aunt May.
Yeah, so
So he's going to be nicer.
Peter's best friend nowadays.
Right? He even gave him a hug.
Oh man.
All right, guys. So I gave it an 8. Ben gave it a 9.
Yep.
Great movie.
Go watch it.
Definitely go watch it if you haven't seen it.
And if you haven't seen it and you're at this point in the video, sorry.
You're bad.
We tried to warn you.
We said spoilers. We're gonna do a Stranger Things 3 review. We're just not gonna do it today. It's probably gonna be like next weekend. We want to do some special stuff with that. So
Coming soon.
yeah, and I got a buddy working on a theme song or entrance for the videos, and it's coming along really well. And I can't wait for you guys to hear it and come back and see us next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.